Hello everyone. Here I have a equation. I want to find the solution of x. Maybe you tell me it's very simple. X is 3. But consider that it's the order of 6. So it has 6 roots. And this one is just one of the roots. Maybe one of these real roots, because it has many roots, 6 roots, and including imaginary roots. So to find this solution, I just take this number to the right side. So I flip the sign equals to 0. I can write it like x to the power of 3 to the power of 2. Based on the exponential properties, you just multiply the powers and it's 6. Minus again for this one. 3 cubed squared equals to 0. But this form, maybe you can remember properties of mathematical relations. I write it here to remember it. A squared minus b squared, two numbers, anything. Variables, numbers, anything. A squared minus b squared is a minus b times a plus b. So I can use this relation here. So x cubed minus 3 cubed, the first term, times x cubed plus 3 cubed equals to 0. Two different expressions multiply each other equals to 0. So both of them should be equals to 0. I have this expression here, minus 3 cubed, 0, and x cubed plus 3 cubed equals to 0. At this stage, I should only solve these two terms separately. I name it equation 1 and I name it equation 2. And to solve these relations, these equations, I need two more mathematical properties, identities like that. I write both them here and then I follow up the rest of this solution. You know from the mathematical properties, a cubed minus b cubed equals to a minus b times a squared plus a times b plus b squared, and a cubed plus b cubed is just like that with the different signature. A plus b times a squared, here is minus, a minus b, I times b plus b squared. Okay. I use these all identities here to solve these two equations. But here, I start from the equation 1. X cubed minus 3 cubed equals 0. Considering this identity, you know, these identities, a lot of identities you can use to your mathematical equations. If you want to watch more videos about these identities and using that, please subscribe my channel. You find a lot of them there, and for each problem, I describe it and explain it more in more details. You can find that in my channel. We'll come back to the this solution. From this one, you can write it like x minus 3 times x squared plus the first one and second one times each other, 3x plus the second one squared, which is 9, equals to 0. So again, the first one, second one times each other equals 0. So separately, they should be equals to 0. The first one, x minus 3, 0. I can separate it like this. And it's very simple. You just take this minus 3 to the other side. So x 3. And this is the first root, the first answer. Exactly the answer you guess maybe from the first step. Just this. But you have 5 more roots. Okay. For other roots, I write this one equals to 0. But for this, because it's the second order, it's a quadratic equation. And you know how to treat this quadratic equation. From the answer, it has 2 answers. You know, the minus 3 plus minus a square root minus b minus 3 plus minus is the 3 squared is 9 minus 4 times 1 and 9, 36. Over 2 times 1 is 2. So that is minus 3 plus minus 9 minus 36 is minus 27 over 2. Okay, to follow the other steps, I erase this one, and you know these 2 equations, I just leave them and I come back to there. For this, you know from the square root, if it's minus inside, it's not real. So you just can't write it like minus 27, like minus 1 times 27. And minus 1 square root is imaginary number, 27i as the imaginary number. So the roots are actually the 2 other roots is minus 3 plus minus I square root of 27 over 2. So this is actually, these are the second and third roots of here. So first one, second and third, because it's plus minus, 2 imaginary roots. Okay, I can come back to the rest of our solution. For the equation of 1, the first equation, I have 3 roots. I can now go back to the second root. I erase this and write it here. So I can just write the first root here, and then I can erase all of them. For equation 2 is x cubed plus 3 cubed equals to 0. And you can find the identity related to this equation here. The third identity, I wrote it here like that. So I can write it like this expression. X plus 3 times x squared minus 3. X plus and 3 squared, which is 9, equals to 0. Okay, again, everything can be repeated like this. The first one should be 0, the second one should be 0, and I can find the other 3 roots here. X plus 3 equals to 0. So by taking to the left, to the right, x is minus 3. Okay. This is the fourth root. And just remain 2 more roots. And I should find out the roots here from this equation. X squared minus 3. X plus 9 equals to 0. Again, I can erase this side, and because it's the quadratic equation, and I can write it, write the solution. X equals to minus 3 minus 3 is plus 3 plus minus, again, minus 3 squared is 9 minus 36. Nothing has been changed. 2 to the denominator, and you can see this is the difference between these two situations. And this is again minus 27, and I can write it like that imaginary situation. 3 plus minus I 27 over 2. So these are all roots here. X 3 and minus 3 are the real. So the real roots are x plus minus plus minus 3. These are the real roots. You can check that by all of them, imaginary or real roots. And imaginary roots are like this. Two pairs of roots are here. The first one here and the second are here. And the first one is minus x equals to minus 3 plus minus I 27 square root over 2, and x is here 3 plus minus I 27 over 2. These are 2 real roots, and these are 4 imaginary roots. Thank you for